Hello and welcome. This is KG Tutorials. Today we are going to discuss the Skills Development Act number 97 of 1998. Now let us familiarize ourselves with the levies that are connected to and support this act. The Skills Development Levy. The Skills Development Levy is the tax that businesses pay that goes to SEDAs and the National Skills Fund for the purpose of the skills development. All businesses with an annual payroll of over 500,000 Rand must pay a 1% skills development levy. Businesses not paying this tax may not offer learnerships nor claim grants. The business may claim back up to 60% of the skills development levy that was paid, provided that the training was approved. The 80% of the amount received through skills development levies goes to the SEDAs and 20% of that amount goes to the National Skills Fund. Now what is the National Skills Fund? The National Skills Fund is a fund that is used to finance priority projects of the National Skills Development Strategy that are not responsibility of any SEDAs. Now we are going to talk about the Skills Development Act, number 97 of 1998, as amended by the Skills Development Levies Act, number 9 of 1999. The nature of this act. This act was developed in response to the demands for redress and equity. The idea behind it is that increasing the skilled workforce should lead to improved productivity, increased employment, and therefore social development. The purpose of this act. The purpose of this act is to ensure that there is good quality ongoing training and skills development in the workplace, to improve the standard of skills and education in our country, to ensure that all employees have access to skills development training, to ensure that there are improved working conditions and ongoing learning for all. The advantages of this act. The act develops the skills of workers. It increases job and promotion opportunities for the workers. It combats high levels of unemployment. It creates a more equal and inclusive society. It improves productivity in the workplace. It promotes self-employment and entrepreneurship. It improves service delivery. It improves global competitiveness. The disadvantages of this act. The action taken in response to this act has not been very well organized, and not all systems are in place. Fulfilling this act is often not a key priority by government departments. Not all organizations and businesses support this initiative. The process is expensive and requires a lot of paperwork. Only companies with a staff payroll of over 500,000 Rand are part of this process. This rights that employees are entitled to by this act. Workers have the right to obtain the necessary skills and knowledge to be able to carry out their jobs. Non-compliance penalties. Companies have to pay a skills development levy before they are allowed to offer any learnership or be able to claim any grants. Companies with a staff payroll of over 500,000 Rand, which do not pay this levy, will face penalties. Effect on discrimination. This act reduces the effects of past and current discrimination. If you feel like I am moving fast, please pause the video to process and make notes for yourself. There are other parts of this topic that can also be examined. Now let us take a look to those subtopics and discuss their effects. The first one is the National Skills Development Strategy. The National Skills Development Strategy is a South African policy on skills development that attempts to build a skilled labor force, and ensures that it benefits from the country's economic growth. The aims and effects of NSDS. The National Skills Development Strategy aims to enhance the capability of the South African labor force, encourage ongoing skills development in the workplace, ensures that training that is offered is of a good quality, support the broader goals of reducing poverty and unemployment, ensures that the labor force benefits from economic growth. And the second one is the Human Resource Development Strategy. The Human Resource Development Strategy is a 20-year plan to reduce poverty and improve economic and social development. The aims of the Human Resource Development Strategy. The Human Resource Development Strategy aims to reduce poverty and unemployment, promote justice and social cohesion through improved equity in education and training, improve national economic growth and development by making the economy more competitive. The Human Resource Development Strategy. The Human Resource Development Strategy tries to make sure that all children have access to good quality early childhood development. All people remain in education and training until the age of 18 years. All adults are literate. All new entrants into the labor market have access to education and training. The Human Resource Development Strategy is also committed to seeing that the SEDAs contribute optimally to capacity development in the public sector. This strategy includes helping the SEDAs integrate their planning with that of other educational bodies. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe to be updated. You can also talk to me on kgtutorials@gmail.com. And I am looking forward to meet you in the next